sweet friends. It's Tanya. Welcome to the Magnolia Housewife. I'm so glad to be back. I was really sick there for about a week, but I'm feeling much better now, and I want to thank everyone for their sweet comments and prayers. All right, I have something really exciting for you today. I have a shop with me at Target for Christmas. I can't wait to see what they have for Christmas 2025. And then if I find anything, there'll be a small haul. Okay, before I demonstrate the features of this chair, which you are gonna love, for the price, it is packed with awesome features. Let me just say, it is made from quality premium leather upholstery. I love this. It's so good. It's so yummy to sit in. Not only that, it has USB and USB-C charging ports right here on the side. So if you want to, you're reading a book, you're watching something on YouTube, your phone's dying, no problem. Just plug your phone right there. You're good to go. That's not all. Oh no, it has a power headrest that you can adjust independently of the chair. It is a wall hugger design, which means you have just limited space and it will fully recline. You could sleep in this bad boy if you wanted to. If you live in an apartment, it's kind of small, you want to you have an RV you're looking for a chair for, or if you're just looking for that cozy corner, a chair for your cozy corner, this fits the bill. And like I said, it reclines all the way, and they didn't skimp on anything. It has one button that you can return right back to your position. You don't have to sit there and wait. There's no pushing, pulling. This chair is thebomb.com. All right, let me show you how simple this is, not to mention how yummy this leather is. It's just such premium quality. Okay, right here, and I'll show this up close in a minute. You just push right here like that. It's gonna start coming out with the wall hugger design. You can see I'm really close. That's as far back as it goes. You could sleep in this if you wanted to, and it is extremely, extremely comfortable. I could go to sleep. Okay, then right here, this is your headrest. See how it will come all the way up? I don't want it like that. I want it back. Look at that. Oh, I'm tired. I'm through. I want to get up. One button returns you back to your original position. It is so convenient. I remember the days of the recliners where you used to have to pull it and push and push. Not with this recliner. So don't forget to check out in the link in the description box where you can order this chair. Like I said, for the price, it is fabulous. Now let me show you these buttons up close, and then we'll go shopping. Okay, here are the buttons I was telling you about, and this is genuine premium leather upholstery. I can't stress that enough. It is so yummy. All right, this is the button that you recline in. This is the button that handles your headrest, how fluffy you want it, how flat you want it. This is your one button that reclines. It returns the recliner back to its original position. This is the USB and the USB-C charging ports. All right, now that we've checked out this chair, then let's go shopping for Christmas at Target and see what we can find. All right, the first thing in Target's dollar spot were these mugs for $5. They're really cute. I know I've seen them in the past at Target, but they're very pretty and they look like a Christmas tree. Then they have these little like kitchen towels for $3. They have the green and they have the red with the little balls. Now this was super cute. I thought this little doormat that looks like a gingerbread house, it is so cute. It was $5. I thought that was a really good deal, and if you're decorating in the gingerbread theme, would be great. Then here are these clear Santa mugs. They were $3, I believe, but they were very thin glass, so I wasn't that fond of those. Then they have these plates. They have the bowl, the salad plate, and I think that's all that match. They have the deer, the snowflake, and the tree. And I thought they were really cute. I believe they were $5. I don't think I've seen them before. So no matter what, if you're doing like a nature theme, a snowflake theme, or a tree theme, you're ready. Then these little glass containers with the snowflakes, I thought they would be pretty to set around. Like if you want to put a hot cocoa station, you could put cocoa in one and marshmallows in the other. Then they have these wooden signs for $5. They have the Santa, the Christmas tree, and the ornament. You could stain these. Now, you wouldn't be able to put food on them unless you put a plastic wrap over it. But that would be pretty like a cutting board decor just to set around, I thought. Then they had these little gold boxes and silver boxes for $5. You could put tea in those if you wanted, or just set around. I thought this candy cane pillow was super cute. And check out those little mugs for $3. And then this, I started to get this. This was in my cart and I put it back. It was $5. It was chipped, or I would have brought that home. I thought that would be really cute to put on a drink station and put some kisses in it or whatever you wanted. And then these little plush little toys were like $3 a piece. The gingerbread boy and girl and the gingerbread house. And then these light up trees, I've bought these in the past. They were $3, I'm pretty sure. They are always a good buy. You can put them anywhere. Now they had this for $5, the Target, and then the hot cocoa. And these ski houses were $5, I believe, or $3. They were $3. No, they were $5. Then these little nutcrackers, they had them in the green, the white, and the red. My Target dollar spot was kind of a mess, so I think they were $3. Nothing was really where it was supposed to be, not much. Then they had these bath sets for $5. If you're doing your bathroom for Christmas, that would be a very retro and pretty way to decorate in there, I thought. And you got 3 pieces with that. And then this, I didn't get this, but this was a sponge that says tidy and bright, and you put water on it and it got bigger. Then for $5, they had the wooden stocking stuffers that looks like a house, and then the other one looked like a tree. These were pretty heavy. They would probably hold a stocking quite nicely. Then to the right, you'll see they had in the ceramic this white bell. I thought that was very pretty. And then they have a wreath. And I'm going to turn it around here and you can see it. That is really cute as well. I thought that was real sweet. And then they have in the gold, the yellow gold, they have the bow and the snowflake stocking holder for $5 as well. Then they had the gingerbread boy and girl pillow, and they were $5 as well. I thought they were really cute. And then they also had one that looked a little bit like a candy that was wrapped up. But I thought these little guys were as sweet as they could be. And then, now if you want to DIY you a gingerbread house, these are the perfect ones to get. They have the large and the small ones. All you have to do is just add decor on there and you've got it. Then they had these beautiful plush blankets for $5. And I thought they were, they had, I believe, 3 different ones to choose from. I liked the one that was the red and white. And then this, I think I saw this brand at Target last year. It's by a John Duran or something like that. I know I saw these last year. They're different. Everything is kind of quilted and sort of in a way retro. But to me, those Christmas trees were cute. It was called a Christmas tree pillow. But they were like, excuse me, I think $35. This was $20. But, and then he had a candle that was around $15. But to me, it's not what I consider Christmas, the type of decor that I would like. Now, he did have the snowman, but there's something about that snowman I'm just not that fond of. Now, he was $25. That pillow was kind of cute. It looked vintage. But I'm not, and then this quilt was really pretty. I think it was $35, if I'm not mistaken. He had, no, $40. Okay. He had 2 different quilts to choose from, and they were nice, but everything is more of a kind of a woodland theme. Now, this is where the Wondershop starts. My Wondershop had a few, well, they had several things out. My Target didn't have all their Christmas out, but I thought these were really cute, and I liked these trees that are coming up. These silver trees, they're so tall and they're very pretty, and they were $30. And then this is always really cute in the Wondershop. I think it's just sweet as it can be, the snowman and the deer. The deer were $6, the snowman was $25. And then that white tree was $30 as well. And I really liked both of those. Then this angel was really pretty. And then this light up tree, I thought that was cute, for $25. And then all this lit up. Some of them were burnt out though. And then they had the little nutcrackers. And then this deer, it lit up as well. And you can see that. There you go. But they had a lot of different little ones to choose from. The nutcrackers were $15 a piece. And then down here they had some nativity sets for $25 and $20. Now this little kind of like an advent wreath or something, I think it was $25. It's really cute. Now I believe they had these gold light up houses last year for $15. And I really wish I had picked that up. I don't know. I don't think I was thinking at the moment. Now, I really didn't care for these $30 plush nutcrackers. And that's like a Christmas tree that you can put candy in for $25. But I don't know. It wasn't me. So I didn't really care for that. And then here's these little reindeer. They're cute. They really were, for $15. And then I love this tree on the right that was green. I thought that was so pretty. And it was $25. Then they had the smaller ones. And they have a lot of dimension to them for $15. And then they have the whole little setup for $15 as well if you want a lot. Now this is so vintage. I could not get over it. I think I saw that last year. It's $25 at Target. And they just had so much vintage. Vintage is very hot right now. Those deer are $15. And then these trees are $35 for the large and $25 for the small. But they are definitely vintage looking. Now this is the ultimate in vintage. It's $35. And then here is some more of the Wondershop. They have the train to go around your tree and the climbing Santa and anything that your children would like. Like this radio is $30 and Santa Stop Here. And then this was really cute. It is like a wand that lights your tree up for $30. I thought that could be a lot of fun if you had a child and you could just hit it. Now that little Countdown to Christmas gingerbread house up there was adorable. And then they just have a bunch of this little stuffed animals and things for $15. Now these gingerbread houses down here, they light up and they are $20. And they have different sizes and they look different. All of them do. This just has like 3 windows in the front. You can see how it lights up. It's really pretty. And with that snow on the top. Then this one's taller and has like a red door. I thought that was cute. And then this one has like a gumdrop on the top. Like a peppermint. Now these light up. I thought they were adorable. I love light up houses. I'm such a sucker for those. But they're really cute. And then they had this. It lights up, but the red that's supposed to be the berries, it's so light when it lights up. At first you don't think it's even working, but it is. You can barely see it, and there it is. And then this I thought was cute, really super cute. You got 2 gingerbread trees, and then they also had 2 deer and 2 nutcrackers, all out of that same, and then the gingerbread boy and girl, and then there are the deer, and they were each $15 for 2. I didn't think that was bad. This is a really cute wreath. It was $30 with that big red bow and then the white. And then they always have the most beautiful pillows. I love their pillows. And then this is just kind of like little stuff for $15, you know, whatever you might want to sit around or put in a child's room or just whatever you want to do. But it's cute. It really is cute. And then they had some more of those houses. Then they have a bunch of different types of stockings. And here's a stocking holder that's a gingerbread house that lights up. And I thought that was really sweet if you want to do that. It was $12. And then once again, they just have all the cute different stockings, various prices. They had the ones with the initials like they always do in the white and the red. They just have so many cute little items out there. Now these trees I thought were really super cute. That was $115. But my favorite one was $135. I did not get it. That's my favorite one right there. And I thought that would be stunning outside your door, beside your fireplace. It is just beautiful. But I didn't pick it up, but I was looking and looking at all of them, and it was hard for me to pass that up. Okay, now we're in Hearth and Hand. They have different candies, $12.99, and cookies, and then a mug, $9.99 with marshmallows in it. Now this is really cute. For $14.99, you have the Santa little mug and tray to put out Santa's hot cocoa and cookies for $14.99. Okay, and now this was really cute from Hearth and Hand. The hot cocoa set with caddy, and that was, I think it was $39.99. That I really wanted to get if you have a drink station, but I passed it by because I was like, no, I don't really need to have to store something else. And then these mugs were $14.99. And those two were very retro once again. Everything is so retro. And I'm finding that I love it. And there were $7.99, those mugs. I didn't think that was bad. And then this is a tree collar that's collapsible by Hearth and Hand. And then they have the mailbox. And I don't like it because Target, nothing is priced, so you don't really know for the most part what it is unless you go scan it. I did scan these bells for the mantle, and I believe they were $19.99. Then they have these really pretty amber containers with that foliage in it. Now this wreath was $34.99, but I didn't think it was that bad when you consider how full it is and the bells. Then they had candles to choose from in different scents for $14.99, these smaller ones. And I thought they were in a very pretty Christmas colors. And then naturally they have their 3-wick candles, or those might be 4-wick candles, for $29.99. Balsam and berry is the red one. Wasn't that interesting? Now, you saw that our Target didn't have everything out. I was so disappointed. And then our Target's dollar spot looked like it had already, people had been there and gotten a lot of stuff. So I was kind of sad about that. They had some mugs I was looking for, but I did manage, we saw those clear glass Santa mugs, but they were pretty thin, so I passed on those. But they did have a lot of nice stuff. Now, but the Wondershop they were just starting to get a lot of items out because they're trying to get rid of Halloween. So let me show you what I picked up. I also went in Ollie's, that's a place. I went there for crafty cards and journals, but I found some decor. And then one thing from Walmart. So let's look at everything that I picked up. I didn't pick up a lot because, like I said, I don't need a lot of stuff for Christmas, and I'm trying to be so select. All right. We love cozy throws and blankets, and so does Maggie. And this is a plush throw. It's 50 by 60 inches. They had a couple to choose from, but I really like this, like chevron design in the red and white. Thought that would be so pretty either at the foot of my bed, because if you've been with me for a while, you know I used to do that cabin theme with the red and white comforter. Then I switched to that white comforter that is so soft and yummy. I got off of Amazon. But I thought with the white comforter, this would be pretty on the bottom. Plus, Maggie loves these, okay? Then I picked this up in the Wondershop. Check that out. Now, this was $5, okay? And I didn't think that was bad for a really plush, large throw. Then I picked this up at the Wondershop. It was, I don't know how much it was. But I got it for Crafty Cards and Journals, which is my second channel, always linked in the description box below. But look at all these cute little papers. And then it has these stamps, like a snowflake, a postage, and North Pole. And it even gives you the ink. I don't know if I'm going to use the ink. And it says, to Santa Claus, Santa's Workshop, North Pole. So you can write him a letter. Would that not be cute in a journal that I make over there? So I picked this up. I don't remember how much it was, but I don't think it was a whole lot. Maybe I wouldn't even venture. I'm going to say $9. I don't know. Then we went to Walmart, and this was just so cozy for Maggie. She loves clothes, like you all know. Look at this. It goes right over her little bum. I thought that was cute. It looks like a pocket. And then it has the hat with the fur, and it's really warm inside. That's why I wanted to get that. This was $9.99. I know how much this was. It was extra small. So we have to have our little fur babies taken care of in the winter. And then I love to sleep on flannel sheets. And this was a really good deal, $19.99 at Ollie's. It's a queen flannel sheet set, and look how yummy that is. I like the red and the white, and then that light gray kind of striped, and then the darker gray check with a little bit of black going through that. I thought that would be so pretty on the bed. So that is what I picked up as well. Then when I was at Target, I completely forgot. I knew if I said it over here, I'd forget it. I had to get this. This is from Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. It's a cypress and santal candle. They had the green, and they had I think a red and a different scent, but I love this scent. It's a 2-wick candle. I love it. It is so yummy. Perfect for Christmas, in my opinion. So I can't wait to start decorating and showing you how I'm going to use this in my house. Okay, that's everything that I found for Christmas 2025 at Target. And like I said, I don't need a lot, so I'm not buying a lot. But I can't wait to start decorating and pull everything together and get the Christmas trees up and get this place perfect for Christmas. And I'd like to thank Watson and Whiteley for sponsoring today's video and supporting my channel. It truly means so much to me. And I don't think I mentioned it, but this chair comes in several other colors, but I wanted this beautiful cream because I thought it would really pop off our walls, and it really does. I love it. And I am not kidding when I say this genuine leather is so yummy. I love this upholstery that they used on this chair. Don't forget to check out the description box. I'll put the link to order this chair. I know you won't be disappointed. Now let me get Maggie and let her say hi to you. Well, here is the baby, and she said, I wanted to tell you all that I love the chair as well. I get on this chair with Mama, and she puts a pillow right here. Not that she needs it, but so that I can elevate my chin like I always do. And I snooze and look out the bay window. Don't you, baby? Until next time. Bye, guys.